everyone. Welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-hosts, Rue and Banjo.
Good evening, all. How you doing,
How you
guys?
doing, guys? You good?
Yeah,
Very
all
good.
thanks.
Good. Good,
Dr.
good,
Rue, a
good.
lot of people asking about your anger last week and when you wanted me to shut up and speak. And
What
then,
about it? What do you want me to say? Wasn't it clear and obvious?
I mean, it's,
Didn't need VAR for that, did they?
well, and then, and
And
people
by
are
the way,
saying,
when you say a few people and all this fucking tabloid terminology, who are we talking about? Name drop, go on.
I'm not going to name drop, but
I'm not
quite
going
a
to
lot of
name drop because
people.
no one said shit. Yeah, they know that it's hard to keep you stum, and sometimes you got to push your back a little bit, and that's what I did. I said my piece. I felt better for it.
I'm not sure if I'd be, making up rumours. It's not really the way I roll.
Anyway,
But yeah, we
let's
move on.
move
We
on.
move on.
Nice way to open the show.
Yeah,
Right, let's start.
Start at the very top.
Let's go United
Let's
v Arsenal, right?
Yeah,
Arsenal
let's try
United.
to. I'm going to try to be a little bit of a psychologist now because I've used the term a few times and I want to break it down. PTSD.
oh,
These gooners are going through the mill. They are shitting themselves. Oi, I've spoke to half a dozen today in person, and not one of them is confident they're going to win this league
why is that though, Roo? Is that because of
because
they're
Everyone else
they
is shit.
no,
struggling?
listen, man.
Yeah,
Anyone else would sit here logically and say a week in football is a long time. We get it. Prior to the Forest draw, it was a bed of roses. Everyone's flying. City were dropping points. Villa were dropping points. Arsenal were making points. All of a sudden, a week in football, and you can argue it's weird because they absolutely destroyed Inter Milan in the San Siro.
yeah,
But domestically, 2 points from 9 is not title-winning form. And as your manager always said, and we know that recently, Mal, until you get over the line, you will never know what the feeling is. Yeah, and I think in many ways last season, because we had our Virgils, our Allisons, and etc.,
well, that makes a massive difference.
we it's kind of similar in the sense we were the Arsenal, Arsenal were the City, and City were us. Not quite, maybe to our extent, but because we had winners and winners that had lifted major trophies, they got us over the line. These guys now are looking around at one another, and if I'm not mistaken, with the exception of Havertz, there might not be another winner in there, like a big trophy winner in that team. So they're terrified, and that result yesterday, it's reverberated around the red side of North London.
I think what's worrying for them is they're struggling to score goals in the Premier League. They're struggling to score goals from open play. Like I was looking at the numbers of their forwards, their attacking players. They're struggling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them struggling.
Guys, I saw. Let's cut this. Let's break this down, right?
Yeah.
I've been critical at times, and overcritical. And some will say I don't like Arsenal, and they might not be far wrong. But and I've said that front three is not amazing.
No, you did.
And I've been shot down about it. And then I read stats like Saka scored 4 league goals in 18 months. And there was that video going around last week. I don't know if you boys saw it, but they were talking about you had some deluded fans. They were asking about Saka, in terms of these top wingers. And they were asking, is he better than prime time Gareth Bale?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What sort of nonsense is this? Come on.
Yeah, listen, Super. The reason I argued it before with Saka specifically and the front three, but to a lesser extent, is you got to remember the league he's playing in, and also you've got to remember that the level of competition is superior to any of the other European leagues. I'm not saying, Leeds is a world-beating side, but when Leeds come to town, low block, two or three players against him at any one time, naturally his stats are going to be low. This isn't Lamine Yamal.
4 goals, 4 Premier League
listen,
goals in 18 months is okay.
Super, listen, I'm not disputing the stats, but like yesterday, for example, as bad as they were, he was still their biggest threat.
Okay,
he was still their biggest threat.
But you say that, Root, but Salah was banging him in.
Who's that?
It's Salah, as a white player, he was getting assists and goals, same league.
Yeah, that's a good argument. I just think sometimes you got to look at the player. He's different. Salah's different. He's not.
He is different, but
you're listen. I don't fight their corner. You mentioned about your. I want you to use the word hate, but your.
Well, I wouldn't say hate. I wouldn't say
that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say I like them
about
that much.
Arsenal. It takes a lot for me to praise them. Yeah, and anyone that knows me will. So for me to talk, and I try to be, and you laugh at it a lot of the time. I try to be balanced in my argument. I just think not just their front three. Going forwards, they've got the threat. What they're lacking is killer instinct.
But look, before we go on to that, we've come on to that. But let's look at yesterday's standalone game, yeah?
Yeah.
So, Banjo, you had a sneaky feeling, right? We were speaking throughout the day.
I for whatever reason, and I was saying it before the game, I fancied us because it was almost like a free hit.
Well, not necessarily to win, but
not to win. I thought we'll come away with something.
You could get something. You were saying
because I just thought United probably the only team right now who will go there and really go for them because it's almost like got nothing to lose, because of what we went through and the situation we're in at the moment. And I just thought, will they be able to deal with that, Arsenal? Because no one's really done that. And Arsenal, and especially with Arteta, he likes to, against Liverpool, it was a home performance, home team. That was terrible, I thought, for a team who's looking to go and win the league. The approach to the game. And it, don't get me wrong, I think Arsenal started well the first 20 minutes. But once they scored, we were just on top. But what is it?
You know what I don't understand, Ban, as well, and you mentioned there about free hit for you. I almost think at 2-1 down, it was a free hit for them. Because whether you draw or lose, at this moment in time, it's much of a muchness. And what I mean by that is, go and change it, Arteta. Try something different that everyone's saying you can't. He brings on 4 players in one, which is unheard of.
That's in desperation to me.
But it's like for like. There was nothing different.
Yeah.
No tactical now. So but you know what? The other thing I bang on about a lot, and it's football is amazing, man. It's timing. So let's check this out. 10 days before, they're playing an Amarin side with 2 or 3 of your best players at AFCON.
Yeah.
Wind forwards 10 days, they've got a fucking new manager bounce. Who, credit to him, it's not just a new manager bounce. The guy's put players in the right positions, given them a little bit of a G up, and they've got their AFCON boys back. And it's a different landscape. Yes, there was a real confidence boost with the City game, but timing in this league is massive, man.
Of course
it's like, and these are just, that's just one of the facets. We talk about all these other things. Do you know who their top goal scorer is in the last 8 games? Arsenal's in the league.
Is it Trossard?
Who?
Trossard?
It's own goals.
Oh, yes, own goals. Sorry, of course, yeah.
But this is goals. So even more fuel for you, Super. Yeah, I get it, bro.
But look, it's a poor league. For me,
I believe
the league this year.
One minute, is it fair to say? Listen, you've said it before. Is it fair to say it's been a poor league for a while? Our one last year weren't exactly pulling up trees.
We had no real challengers. This year, look, a City of old could put 10 wins together. I don't think anyone's looking at City right now thinking I can see 10 wins being put together.
I still maintain what I was saying, what I've always been saying. If it's say March and City's 2 points difference with Arsenal, I think I'll tell you something.
Ben,
if interesting to see how Arsenal cope with that.
If they're doubting themselves now at the end of Jan, imagine when it's again. I'm coining phrases. That's music to your ears. The guy behind you there, he was always saying, "Don't talk to me about titles now. Talk to me about titles in March and April." So, if that man there knows about it and he's ran the course as much as anyone, you have to stand up and listen. So,
I'm assuming when you say behind
him,
say
again.
When you're saying behind him, you're saying Ferguson, not me.
Yeah. I'm talking about the man who's anyone argues against him as the best Premier League manager of all time. They've got to be blinkered.
The thing is, I will say, I thought United winning yesterday. You saw two teams contrast. It was a win for football. You got one team who just wants to wrestle in the penalty box.
Yeah.
That's how they want to score goals. That's how they want to win the league, by the way.
Can we
just make a scrap of it in the penalty box with their set pieces? Whereas another team scored two fantastic goals and beat them.
Right, let's let's stop for a minute. Let's stop for a minute. I want to look at some other things. Yeah, let's not beat Arsenal up for a minute. Zubimendi, Rue, you've been very complimentary about this player, right? Saying he's
who?
been Zubimendi,
Yeah. Been brilliant.
but terrible, right? Yesterday, that's
Yeah. He won. I mean, look,
that pass.
I think
I mean, no, I'm talking about
I think
for the goal.
I think
He's plotting
the
goal.
the error amplified people's views on it. The error was ridiculous. Super.
But someone said he's made a similar mistake recently again.
No, I think it was in the same game earlier. It was a little bit of a mistake that got played across, and Saliba mistimed it.
Right.
It was one of those games.
And Mbemo got there. He got 1-on-1. He took his chance.
Yeah.
Well, away we go. But then, wow, what the next two goals?
Yeah.
Dorgu, what a strike!
Yeah,
He's having a bit of a renaissance, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been playing so well. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I just thought he was average. I don't think he was that great. I just thought he gives you balance on that left hand side, and that's it. Couldn't beat a man. I don't think he was particularly extra quick. He had pace, but nothing. He weren't rapid. But in the last 2-3 games, he's been amongst the goals. He's been determined. He's been exciting. No, he's in great form. Brilliant.
And then 2-2, they did find an equaliser.
How?
Yeah.
Corner. Marino. And that's what I mean. Look at them. That's like you said. They're trying to wrestle in the area. Marino pushing the keeper away from goal. If anything, then he's behind him, and then he just knocks it. And from there, where away we go 2-2. And you might think Arsenal might be in the ascendancy at that stage, and then
they all did. You saw them in the stands. You saw them all in the stands. You saw them all on the watch-alongs. You saw them everywhere you can turn. It was Vamos this and Vamos that. Let's have it.
And then Cunha with
let's stop for a second. Listen, we've given him a bit of praise. Let's talk about Madueke's lack of game understanding. He ran the ball off the pitch twice in the space of 5 minutes. The second one resulted in the goal kick that went long, and the rest is history. So that their naivety was on a very high level yesterday. They played poorly. Your goalkeeper his name is
Lemons.
Yeah,
Lemons.
He didn't have too much to do. What I will say again with clarity is the first 38 minutes, Arsenal, albeit not completely in control, chokehold, they were in control.
Well, they amazing how chance after chance, were they?
No, that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, nothing much was happening at the other end.
Correct. They don't create chances. That's the thing.
No,
they don't.
But
I wouldn't have an issue with their set plays if it was just another string to their bow. But it looks like it's over reliant on that now.
It is.
I couldn't believe when he put Saka on the left-hand side to bring on Madueke to accommodate him and not bring on Martinelli. When Martinelli in the last few United Arsenal games has had Dallo on toast.
Yeah, it's done well.
So Madueke, well, at Anfield earlier this season, he was their best player that day. And
you and I can play well at Anfield at the moment, Mal. So let's not.
I'm saying
use that as an example. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying he's good player. But I was going to bring it up on this show a bit later on, not now, but it's on cue.
Is he?
Chelsea clearly knew what they were doing when they brought Esteval in, right?
Yeah.
Because they've let Madueke go, and everyone's like, oh, why are they letting a good England international? They just let him go, and this Esteval's come in, and you can tell he's a level above. I think we're seeing that, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Even as a young kid.
Yeah,
definitely, Superman. And also, you've got to understand that as much as, and we'll talk about us in a minute, we crave about depth and we want 2 good players in every position. You can't really have too many. So when you've got Neto, who's definitely 100% better than Madueke, and you've got Esteval on one side, and then on the other side, as much as you like him, you've bought Garnacho and can't remember who the other winger is. Gittins. There's no space for a Madueke. There's no space for him. So, they played the hand really well. But I thought you was going to mention Eze, because I think that geezer, you said to me, not you said to me in a bad way, about 7 weeks ago we spoke about number 10s going to England. He is rapidly dropping off that list.
What's going on there?
It doesn't even. It don't.
I know the guards come in and
it's not starting
good games, but
he's not on the list at the moment.
No,
he's not going to the World Cup.
No, he's not going to go.
He come on, done nothing. He was pedestrian.
Yeah.
Odegaard was awful.
Yeah.
And Rice. I mean, they're talking about Ballon d'Or. Come on, boys.
But
Come
hang
on.
But Banjo was praising Rice yesterday, saying how good he is.
No, he's allowed to praise him. He's a brilliant player. But Ballon d'Or, let's not be stupid.
No, let's not get overboard.
Come on, man. Please.
He's an excellent player. But it was just like, I don't know, I just enjoyed it again. It was a great finish.
Oh, yeah, what is it, Banjo? What's Carrick brought? What's the deal? What's Carrick brought, do you think?
Well, do you know what? You hear this all the time when people say there's a good feeling around the club now. This has come. They always say that when a new manager comes in, but apparently it is true. And what I've noticed he's been doing, and has been reported, he's got his coaching team watching the under-16s, watching the 18s, the under-21s. Literally every day they're watching games. They're trying to connect the whole place and make it one family, like it used to be, rather than this disconnection. So, and the players. Apparently, the training's been enjoyable. It's not. They're not as long. They're intense, but not as long. And the players are enjoying it. I don't know. Do
you know what?
I think he's just got it together and said, and obviously gave them a little structure of how it should play. But I think he's just said, "Go and enjoy yourselves." Just play.
Let's be fair, man. On and off the pitch, football isn't fucking for like geniuses, for people that work in NASA.
No,
it really isn't.
You get it wrong, though.
Oh, I'm not disputing that. What I mean is what you're saying is common sense, right? Logic.
Yeah,
but
common sense. I think that's it.
But sometimes it goes out the window.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it thinking, how on earth could you not have what you just said? The tears singing from the same hymn sheet. You know, from the tea lady to the masseur to the boys on the pitch. But we all got to be singing from the same hymn sheet.
Apparently that's how it was. But so he's come in and probably brought some common sense to the whole thing.
All right, guys.
The biggest question, Ben, the biggest question I mentioned to a couple of Man United fans yesterday was, if he gets you Champions League playing this sort of brand of football, what happens next?
It's going to be a difficult one, isn't it? Because
question for another week. We've given enough airtime.
I was just interested because they all said he's got a goal, by the way. They both said he's got a goal, by the way.
We haven't got an hour for that alone.
Who's got a goal?
All right. Sorry? No, they said even if he does that, not he's got a goal as in he's done bad, they expect better. They would like, because of the summer market of the managers in the World Cup, they would like maybe to poach one of them. But we'll talk about it on another day.
That's another day. Well, although I think Arsenal can't be caught, because I don't think anyone's good enough to catch them in terms of stringing enough results together. City and Villa did both.
Wow, that's a big statement, Super. That's a big statement.
I just can't see it. I think a City of the last, if you gave me the average of Man City for the last 6 years, they'll hunt them down and beat them by about 8 points.
Can I say one thing?
This is not the average of City in the last 6-7 years.
I agree.
This is a below average City team.
I agree, but there's one caveat I think to that is Pep don't stand still. And what he's done in this window has easily caught him up or surpassed maybe the level of squad that Arsenal have got. Bringing in Semenyo and Guehi, I'm not saying it's a masterstroke because we all know how good they are. And I know it was only Wolves, but that geezer brought such a stability at the back. Semenyo is purring down that right. Doku's fully fit now. I think you're underestimating it a little bit. And then if you're going to add Villa, I thought the wheels might have come off after the Everton game. They've gone to Newcastle in their backyard and outplayed them. So I don't think it's as clear cut as you're saying, sir. I think this weekend's massive.
I think what we're saying with Newcastle, I'm going to stick up for Newcastle a bit. They clearly aren't strong enough to compete on the front of League, Champions League, right?
Well, they're in everything still, aren't they? Semi-finals of League Cups and
that squad isn't that, you know. But look, what a great win for Villa, like you said, to go there.
Fantastic.
And the player I've seen sort of a few like people raving about actually that hasn't maybe got enough praise. Matty Cash. I've seen
Matty Cash. I thought you was also going to mention Buendia, another one who's been really good recently. But Matty Cash been excellent.
Yeah,
solid, really good, solid right back.
Huge win. Man City. Well, look, they've closed to 4 points now. Both those teams.
Did you see he dropped Haaland? Haaland only came on for the last 10, 12 minutes, and Marmoush come on and scored and did well.
But you know what? I know they were bad in the week. They lost at Bodo, right? And they were embarrassing. refunded 300 fans. 300.
Yep.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. 300 fans. I think your local team in Enfield had more fans at the weekend. But anyway.
That's Man City for you, isn't it?
Yeah. But there's a big run of games coming up, right? They've got Champions League again this week, next week, League Cup, there's league games. If there's a game you're going to leave Haaland out, it could be a home game.
Yeah, but you know
Wolves.
what? Yeah, Super. I think he did drop him though, because these sort of games he's played him in before. He's played him in the Burnleys at home, and I just think he looked at it and thought, "I've got Marmoush back. I need to relax this geezer a little bit, let him freshen up a little bit," and it made a difference because if the brand of football was different,
and
like
everyone
Marmoush was
just
dropping
equalised
deep.
while we're talking. Barry's got a goal, but
There you go, another point for me.
Yeah,
we don't know yet. Don't know. There's still 15 minutes to go there, Banjo. But right.
Yeah.
I don't know, Roo. It could have been a drop and it could have been not. The next one we're going to go on to Liverpool.
Another defeat.
Yeah.
What did you
Well, no, well, I mean,
There'll
that's
be more
funny you
and
say
more.
that because it hasn't happened for 14 games, Bam, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I think it encapsulated everything about us, right? And again, not pats on the back. And also, I'd like to think Mal would listen in terms of thinking that I always fight his corner. That whole game epitomised Liverpool, right? And everyone's to blame. You've got Van Dijk, who's playing at such a poor level. First goal, his fault, right?
That was lackadaisical, wasn't it?
The second bit I'm going to mention, and I need to find out clarity from this, is the 7 minutes it took for a substitution when Gomez, the chocolate teapot, just is not worth having around. 7 minutes. Now, I've heard the rumour that Slot was shouting from the sidelines, kick the ball out, stop the game. These guys made no effort to do that. So to me, that's a big telltale sign that players aren't listening. If
They
that's
don't give
the
a shit
truth,
about this guy, Roo. They don't give a shit about this guy.
no.
These
Well,
players-
let me say why. Mal, let me say why I say
Go
to you
on.
I'm struggling, because
Go on.
if that was the case, I'd think, oh my God. They then were 2 down. They fight tooth and nail to get back to 2-2. So you can't say they're not doing it for him. But the bit that he's massively to blame is he reverted back to fucking basketball football that fucked us in after the first 5 games. In fact, the first 10 games. There was 4 at the back, 6 up front. No midfield. And I could see what was coming. And I could see how it was going to end. And it ended again. And we worked out that we've lost 10 points in the 90th minute and plus from wins going to the draws and from draws going to the defeats. And that's shocking. And Mal knows this stat. I know he does because he's probably got it in his back pocket. We won our first 5 from the middle of August to the first week of September. We've won 5 since.
Oh, wow.
In the league, September, October, November, December, and January. 5 games in 5 months.
5
This
wins,
14-game run.
6 draws, 7 defeats.
So yeah, the 14-game run has just blurred it all. I said to you last week, I ended, and I end my rant, or call it what you want. My summary of this is: if I wake up tomorrow and I hear he's gone, completely get it, and I'll be all right. On the proviso that I'd like Alonso to walk straight in. I'm not sure about this interim thing, especially with what I heard about Gerrard. Gerrard said he'll do it, but if he does well, he wants to be looked at as permanent. And I'm like, Stevie, stop talking like that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
If he was to go though, and you did bring in an interim, like what United have done, for example, if you were in the top 4, or if you were second or third or anything like that, then you got something to lose. But I'm not sure you have now.
What do you mean? We've
That's what I
got
was saying.
To make the change, make the change now, and then wait for Alonso in the summer. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think that.
I agree. I mean, look, Mal's always said about he's lost the dressing room. Mal said about, last week I laughed a little bit tongue in cheek about other teams are making moves, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know why it's naivety. I guess is like we've been so shit, and up until this week we were still top 4, and I'm like, it's got to turn at some point, but it's not looking like it will.
Guys,
now, in Liverpool,
keep Slot. Mark my words. Write it. Keep Slot. There's no Champions League next season.
Yeah.
You want a chance of Champions League? Make the change now before it's too late. But I'm telling you,
yeah,
keep Slot there. There will be
don't know
no
whether they will
Champions
though,
League
Mal.
next season.
I don't know
He's lost them. They don't care. And they know. This is a problem, Rue. You get to a point in football, the players just know now it's going to be his fault. It's going to fall on him. He's already under pressure.
Well, there's an interesting indicator for me. I was wondering. I mean, I know there's rumours about Tsimikas not being allowed to come back, but Robbo making a U-turn, I found that interesting. I thought to myself, has he been told something that we're not aware of? A conversation, because he wanted to go. He's obviously got World Cup here. All of a sudden, I'm staying. So the big
maybe someone at the club told him to stick around. They could change.
And I'm not talking about rumour mill. I'm talking about some of the big boys, the Paul Joyces and that for Liverpool. Yeah. But I don't know, Super mate. All I know is
I mean, Koike, we talked Van Dijk, and by the way, that was terrible, because inexcusable. But Koike's as well for the second goal. Bless us, run.
Yeah, but 1 minute, but we're down to 10, and it's Van Dijk that plays him on.
Yeah, but the way Koike's just lost the run.
He lost his head, actually. And the substitution at half-time about red zone wasn't. He lost his head. He didn't enjoy the battle with Jimenez, and he lost his head. So,
like I said, keep him there. You forget Champions League. Yeah. Forget Champions League. So I saw strong rumours. Watch what's going to happen next 24 hours. Nothing's happening. They keep thinking we'll give him another week. It gets masked by a performance like away to Marseille last week. And then it gets masked. Maybe we turn a corner, maybe. And then he rocks up to Bournemouth and he leaves out his biggest attacking threat.
Yeah, Katike.
So to play his what is he? Is he a charm? Is he an unadoptive son? Is he? I don't know. Are they? Is it his best man? I don't know. What? But all of a sudden, you see cutback Cody.
No, it was poor, but they were all poor. I mean, I can't think apart from Szoboszlai, I guess. Again, without his goals, God knows where we'd be. But they were poor, and there's nothing else to say. I mean, he was blaming the wind at the end of it. I was thinking, please stop.
That's when they're desperate.
But not just him. Van Dijk mentioned it. I think, Virg, you're better than that. You just didn't clear the ball properly. You misread it. You're doing your. I'm not saying again. I mentioned to someone today. I'm not using the Cara phrase in its entirety about leave football before football leaves you. But you got to adapt, son, because you're not the player you was. So adapt.
He's the fact with Virg. He's what, 34, 35?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
We know he's not. We know this contract's his last contract, right? I don't think there's any Liverpool fan thinking he's going to prolong beyond these last 2 years that he signed last summer.
Yeah.
Same with Mo. We know that Mo and Virg. If anything, Mo probably before. Because imagine Mo.
But you know what, Mal? He's not doing the basics right. I'm not asking superstar status.
But what I'm saying though, Root, he's got no rest. I'm not trying to stick up for him. Yeah, he's got no rest.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Yeah, he
and
needs
every
to rest,
week.
but
I mean,
I know.
The other day he's got Endo coming to slotting next to him. He must be thinking, what's going on here?
Can you not see this week, for example, a win against Karabag and a win at home against Newcastle, for example? And you're saying about, and then again, the fans will be like, he's going to stay longer. And it's just weird. It's just a weird state of affairs.
So the thing is, Roo, I know
who's going to stay longer?
Slot.
No, I'm just saying the fans then will look at it like you said. It kind of blinds at the results.
Yeah, there'll be one game.
If you had to choose, Roo, if you had to choose one way or the other, do you want him to stay?
I think today, because
I'm not him to go.
Yeah, I think as of today, I said I wouldn't want an interim, but if it had to be an interim, then so be it. Yeah, so I wouldn't be disappointed if he went.
Okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't be, man. It's hard because the level of football.
I think it's when you're not enjoying the actual football you're watching as well.
It's just the fact that I'm scratching my head every week at what I'm seeing, and it's like, again, I'm not saying this to fight a corner. I'm not blaming him solely because these guys, fuck me, they're so below par. Some of them, so below par. McAllister, another average game. I'm like, Macca, what are you doing? And one of the biggest bright sparks on the night was bringing on Ngamoa, and he should have won a penalty. He's just naivety of youth, stayed on his feet. But yeah, not enough ticks and too many crosses. So yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed.
Tottenham, Frank.
Dead
How's
man
he still
walking.
got a job?
Dead
He's
man
another one
walking.
under a lot of fire now, right?
Yeah,
A lot
his own
of
fans
fun.
were turned on him. Did you see that? You see from the stands. Saw a clip where they were singing to him, sat in the morning to their own manager.
How's it?
It's toxic. It's toxic. I think the only thing I would say compared to the two clubs, as isn't to that level of toxicity.
I don't think your fans will do that. It's like,
No, I don't.
it's like United fans don't turn.
I want to know why the
that.
fans won't do that, by the way.
It's
So
different. I told
that's
you
not
it's
a good enough thing for me.
United,
I think it's because of
defiance as well. Isn't
No, I think it's the long-term pain. Spurs fans have been doing this for 20 years, bar the odd glimpse here and there, maybe longer. Whereas Az is a bit different, but yeah, they're in a bit of bother, and they've got Man City coming this week. You know, I know it's their bogey team, Cities, but more at the Etihad. So,
but I don't know if they've got a performance in them. They look like they're down on their knees.
yeah,
Who?
Spurs.
The Spurs are going to the Etihad this week, did we say?
No, the other way round. At the Man City are going to Spurs.
Oh yeah, no, this Spurs.
Has anyone got the table there? I'm just wondering how far where they're at.
They were 14th when I looked, Rue.
14th, and how many points? I mean, I'm not saying they're going to get relegated, but
No,
are they closer to the bottom or closer to?
No, there's enough of a gap, and before I was saying I was sticking up for Spurs a bit because I was like, what do they expect from 17th? And you know, I didn't think they'll be top 5 or 6, certainly not, but. I think Frank had them in 8th or 9th.
That's about
They're
right.
8 points off West Ham, you know. They're 8 points off West Ham.
Yeah,
While Frank had them around 8th or 9th, I was like,
that's about right.
Yeah,
it's about right. That's what Tottenham are. You know, they're going to win the league. They're not going to. But 8th or 9th, so I was sticking up for Frank at that stage. But he's another one now. I mean, and he's standing on a sideline in a. How's he drinking out of an Arsenal cup?
yeah, grim. But it is what it is, man. It's
he's standing on the sideline drinking out of an Arsenal cup.
No, I know it's awful. It's awful. It's like a guy drinking out of a Man United cup. He ain't happening, is it? But
who's giving
it's
him
funny because
who's
looking
giving
at
him it? Who's on a wind up? Who's
At Bournemouth? It was Bournemouth they were playing.
Who's on the coaching staff that might be an interim?
No, I don't know. But looking at the table, boys, it's weird. It's a weird state of affairs because there's a couple of teams in free fall. I mean, Palace's last few results: draw, loss, draw, loss, loss.
They're falling off a cliff, haven't they?
Well, that's another Muppet team. He said he's leaving. He's had an outburst, and they've said you can stay till the end of the season.
Yeah, and they've got their centre forward not wanting to be there.
Yeah, linked with Forest today. Linked with Forest, Arteta.
Yeah.
Their centre forward wants to leave. That Adam Morton will be on his way out probably in the summer.
We saw his frustration yesterday.
Gay's gone.
He was playing with Anks all game. Yeah.
He was at Walton.
Yeah. Got sent off.
Yeah.
And then there's a few down there. I mean, you know, it's Leeds at the moment they're drawing, that's all right. Forest won, West Ham won, Burnley won. All right. We know Wolves have disappeared and gone, but the others, who knows?
And let's talk about West Ham. I think it's only fair, right? Because
of course
we were calling it. Everyone was putting Santo under scrutiny.
I said in that Spurs game, one of them would go. He's done well, back-to-back wins, 2 different kind of wins, a battle at the lane, and they deserve their win against Sunderland. A stubborn Sunderland, as we know.
Yeah.
Gone and brought 2-3 players in.
I know they've got 2. Is it a third as well today, or?
There was a couple they bought. They were talking about another young Brazilian kid.
I forget who scored their 3rd goal. Was it the 2nd goal? 3rd goal. It was a worldie. It was that midfielder. I can't remember his name. Some foreign-sounding guy.
Oh, Fernandez.
Yeah, scored a very good goal.
Yeah, good strike.
It's their talisman. Bowen makes everything tick, man. He's brilliant.
Is he too good for that team?
Yeah. I think he's scared of his father-in-law to leave. I've said it before. I don't think he's leaving because the geese will shoot him down. It's like
who could Bowen go and play for?
I think he could do a great job at Newcastle. For argument's sake. You know, I mean, they got Murphy and Elanga. Elanga came to replace Murphy. If you've got, we raved about Harvey Barnes, who we prefer to Gordon. But if you've got Gordon and Harvey Barnes and Bowen on the other side, that's a good player. You know, Liverpool for a while I was thinking would be good for a salary replacement. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Arsenal obviously not going to dislodge Saka. United are pretty sorted down there with Ahmad, I think.
But then I see Arsenal linked with a striker the other day.
No, I didn't see that.
Who's one of the hot strikers in the window at the moment? And I saw Arsenal linked with him, and I thought, I can't remember.
No, I didn't see anyone linked to
one of the
Arsenal.
big names around.
That Robbie Lyle from AFTV's banging on about his stuff every day about their link to today was Musiala. I'm like, are you serious? You're not getting Musiala. Like, stop it. And the other day was Vinny Jr. But yeah, I mean, in terms of transfer merry-go-rounds, while you're on it, I think the only one I liked for our club was the Van de Ven one, albeit not for this window. I like the guy a lot, although he got put on his arse the other day against Burnley proper. We mentioned Robertson going the other way. Paquetá's left today.
Here we go. We spoke about Van de Ven and Romero. Yeah, both scored at the weekend.
Yeah.
So they're centre backs. Romero's been popping up some goals for them, right, recently.
Yeah. Well, Romero went up there for the last 10 and got his goal that way. He was up there.
But I was talking to Banjo yesterday.
Yeah.
We saw Murillo do a no-look pass.
Yeah.
And I said, that's how you know he's not a top defender.
Yeah. He's a midfielder, isn't he?
Whenever you see a centre back,
yeah,
who can do good things on a ball, and I gave him 2 or 3 players actually. I said, like over the years, like once upon a time, growing up, I mean, you know, I say growing up, but you know, in my sort of 20s, I don't know why, but I loved watching Philippe Albert at Newcastle. Really good on the ball.
Did you remember the goal he scored against them?
Good goal. Yeah, good. But I'm saying, but good player on the ball.
By the way, digressing a little bit, I had a night out with him at Café de Paris up London. It was fucking blind. We were in the queue. He was standing outside. He came out talking to the bouncer. We cracked the joke. Me talking to him. He went, "Come in." And I was with my cousin. We went in there. Anyway,
that's where you know it's not a believable story.
Why?
Because which of our listeners is going to believe that you crack jokes? You're always angry.
Anyway. We'll move on from that little comment.
But anyway,
very nice this week.
David Luiz is another
when
one.
When you've got those players that can play,
yeah.
And I said to Ban actually, one of the only ones that, and I'm going to give him his credit here, but Van Dijk probably is a bit of an anomaly, where he could play a bit, and you know.
No, I think you've missed.
I think Rio could as well.
I was going to say, Ban, you missed the best one of all. I think Rio was.
I know Rio could do it all,
but.
I was going back to the ones who were not so much great defenders, but
that's why.
And that was like David Luiz as well.
David Luiz was a good example.
But that's why I think Gahey was massive miss, man. He could do that. He carries the ball out. Have you seen him finish from around the box?
Well, they were there. He was there. We didn't get the deal done.
And you know what? Guardiola, albeit he's a fullback, Guardiola's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, when he plays centre back, carries the ball out well. But yeah,
Stones.
Forest. Forest, good win. West Ham would have hoped Forest didn't win.
Did you see that fiasco with the towels with them though?
No.
Towels.
Mate, they were fuming about the towels. Did you know Brentford? They've got the long throw guy. And there's towels everywhere, and the players were throwing the towels all over the place. They were going, "Oh, what the fuck's going on here?" And it was controversial during the game. It was like, "What are you doing? Why are you throwing the towels away?" And he goes, "Because you're not allowed towels." And it was, you watch Dyche's interview. He's hilarious. Oh. He goes, "Why have they got towels? No one else got towels." Yeah. But listen, good result for him.
Yeah.
Good result.
Fantastic result. It's not an easy place to go to, Brentford. Excellent result. And a great goal. We have to mention that goal. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, great. The way he pulled down in his chest. And
Igor Jesus.
Is he Brazilian?
I think so.
I believe so.
So I'm thinking him and Thiago will probably be in the Brazil squad, I'm imagining, won't
they? If that's what Brazil are offering these days.
No, but I'm just saying, like, from the Premier League, I can't think of any others centre forwards that they've got. But I mean, your boy Cunha.
Yeah. He's cool. Yeah, looking forward to watching him in the
Is this what Brazil are now?
Well, we know that, Super. You mentioned about when we were growing up. Come on, man. The great teams, even the great teams we loved, of Zico, Socrates, and after that.
It's not around.
You know,
I forget
this
those
is different
teams.
now, bro.
I'm talking even 10, 15 years later.
No, I know. You talk about R9s and stuff. Right. you know. But I remember watching Carrick and like being like
Yeah,
bamboozled, then Romario, then R9.
Falcao,
But anyway,
yeah, Ronaldinho and all that
but
lot.
yeah, I think that sums up
And
the Prem
Brazilians,
at the moment.
speaking of Brazilians, Paqueta gone.
Yeah, gone for 35 million back to his hometown team. I think it's probably best
jumped
for
ship,
everyone.
didn't he?
Is it?
He jumped ship.
Is it genuine?
What?
Is it genuine?
What do you
What
mean?
is, mate?
Paqueta going back to his home club, or is it a vehicle to get a move to another European team,
Yeah,
6
maybe.
to 12 months?
Maybe, but he jumped
It
ship.
might be.
off it,
Might be.
so.
But
Because obviously, if you cite personal reasons, I want to go
Yeah.
home family, more likely the club are going to be like, all right, come on, then we'll make it happen.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure he'll get paid the same amount of money out in Brazil, though, Super.
No,
I think
near.
West
Well,
Ham
that's
would
what
be
I'm
paying him a
saying.
better.
That's why I've
Yeah.
asked: is it a vehicle to get back to another?
No, but why wouldn't he have stayed put until summer, for example, and move
Because
on?
maybe he knows West Ham won't sell him to another.
Maybe we don't know the ins and outs. But by the way, you got another point there, Ben. Well done, mate.
Yes. Sorry about that, Super.
Are we?
I'm
Was it
sorry,
a
mate.
nice segue? Are we into
I'm
that
the
now,
week.
or
Well, yeah, let's go. I'm the week's winner, so yeah, let's.
you are the week's winner, but you only made a point in the end
Exactly.
after such a good Saturday. So again,
What about on Euro? How did I get on?
crap. I'm crap, mate. I'm crap. What can I do? I was focused on my predictions in the NFL, but we're not allowed to talk about NFL in this show because I told you about Darnold, but you were saying Darnold's in the Super Bowl, mate. Anyway,
See,
we'll move on. Right, so the week started with you doing Super Saturday. You were superb on Saturday, so you got them all right. You got West Ham home, Burnley Spurs draw, Fulham home, Man City home, and Bournemouth home. You went against your beloved team.
Oh, I know my manager.
Yep. So you got 5 then, and then you got on Sunday only Chelsea away. I only got Man City at home and Chelsea away, so I got 2, awful.
Oh, good that you got Man City.
And Ban
1 minute.
got the same as you.
Let's give you some credit. You got Man City at home to Wolves, right? Well done.
Yeah, and I got Chelsea away at Palace, man. That's a good. Anyway, Ban mirrored you on 4, but tonight he got the draw for Everton Leeds, so that puts him on 2, 4, 5. That puts him on 73.
Wow.
That puts you on 2, 4, 6 in the end. Puts you on 68.
Okay.
And my measly 2 puts me on 59. So
Yeah,
right, have you got the fixtures for this week? Anyone?
we can get there.
Please, and then we can.
Rue, to save some
Super.
time on the show and listeners, because they don't really need to hear your predictions, do they?
No, they do, because I'm gonna come back.
Right, I've got the fixtures.
Go on, my
Brian
man.
v Everton.
Yeah.
I think the top player goes first. Yeah.
Come on, Banjo.
Brighton v Everton. I will say a home win.
Super.
I'm going to go for a draw here.
Home.
I need to make
I'm
some
gonna go
roundup
home.
on Banjo, so I'm going to have
Okay,
to
I'm
mix
gonna
it
go-
up.
Yeah, you got to stop copying me.
I'm gonna go home. Second one is yours, Super. What's the fixture, Ban?
Leeds v Arsenal. I'm going to
Okay,
go for an
up to
away win.
Okay, I will go then. I'll go away win as well.
Banjo,
I'm going away win.
away win.
Next fixture.
Wolves v Bournemouth to you, Rue.
Oh, okay. Wolves v Bournemouth. Ooh, I'm gonna go for a draw.
Draw.
What are you going for? Super.
Banjo.
Oh, Banjo.
I also believe that will be a draw.
Super.
Going to go for a home win.
Home win. Okay, so back to Banjo with Chelsea v West Ham.
Home win.
Yeah, home win.
I'm going to go home win as well.
So
Over
Liverpool,
to Super
Newcastle
now.
to me.
Fucking hell.
Somehow I think it'll be a home win.
I'm going home win. Ban.
Draw.
Draw. So Ban's going draw.
Villa Brentford
Okay,
Rue on the
home.
Sunday.
Say again?
Villa v
Yeah, 8
Brentford.
o'clock. What's that on a Sunday? Oh yeah, Sunday. Yeah, because our game's 8 o'clock on a Saturday, right?
Correct.
I'm going to go for Villa, home.
Banjo?
Yeah, home win.
Yeah, 3 home wins. I think we're seeing a bit of some of those wheels come off Brentford now, by the way,
Yeah.
but we'll see. United, Fulham. I think that goes to you, Banjo.
Yeah, home win. Funny enough, it's a game we expect to win now.
Yeah, I'm going home
So,
win. Rue?
let's see how we
Yeah,
come
home
up.
win, mate.
Forest v Palace, back to me. Ooh, home win.
I'm going home win.
Same. Home win for me.
What did you say, Ban?
Home win. Home win.
Yep.
Rue, half 4 game, Tottenham v Man City.
Away.
Banjo?
Away.
Yeah, I think that's an away win too.
I think we all done similar, didn't we?
And then Banjo, Sunderland at home to Burnley
Sunderland
on the
home
Monday
win.
night.
Home win.
Yeah, home win.
I'm going draw.
Rue going with a draw. Then we wonder why he gets 2 points in a week.
When is it? Next Monday night? Okay.
Yeah.
Draw. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Champs, boys.
Champ and chumps of the week. Ooh. Go on then, Rue.
Wanna
Where are you
open up?
going?
I am going to go for my champ of the week. I'm going to go for Michael Carrick. He's had a week like beyond any.
Didn't you
of
choose
his
him last
wildest
week?
dreams. Say again?
Who chose him last
Mate.
week? You or Banjo?
I think we did last week, and he
I did.
deserves it this
I
week
did.
as well. I think he's
You
been
give it
brilliant.
to him every week.
Mate, if he continues in this, mate, to beat those two teams, he probably wanted Liverpool at Old Trafford this week just to get the hat trick. You know, he's deserved it, man. He's like head and shoulders and chump of the week. I'm probably going to go for Arteta, not necessarily an individual player. I think he's got to wise up, or this league's going to slip away from him. He's got to have plan B's and C's. He's got to be sitting there with his fucking foot soldiers, trying to find ways of tightening things up while they're getting the points on the board. So I'd say Arteta chump.
Banjo.
I'm going to go for Kuna, champion of the week. Came on, didn't start the game. Came on and basically won the game for United with a wonderful goal. Chump of the week, Zubimendi for the back pass. He got Arsenal were on top until that moment, I thought, and got us back in the game.
Yeah, fair play. My champ of the week, interestingly, I'm going to go with same game actually, but I'm going to pick out Dorgu. Again, looked like an average player. I think he's picked up his game last couple, and what a great strike, fantastic strike. I mean, Dorgu for me. Chump. Actually, I think it's a week where you could probably find quite a few chumps in football. But I don't know. Zubimendi was on my
Slot
list.
again.
Van Dijk's on my list. Slot's on the list. But I think I'm going to have to go Glasner because I think he's killing that. He's killed that club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't.
shout.
I can't see that guy.
Shout.
He's actually.
They're in free fall.
And we spoke about this, but I was talking with Banjo at the weekend actually, and I said to him, "We're at a stage now where managers know what to say to get sacked,
Yeah.
and they want sacking.
Yeah.
Managers don't resign anymore. It's too
Yeah.
much money to resign.
No,
No one walks
they
away
want to
from
get sacked.
money. They want sacking.
And Palace
Yeah.
stubborn, you
Fact.
haven't sacked him.
There's a
In
fine
actual
line.
fact, if sometimes when you hear Rue's comments on this show, you think he might want the sack. But
No, you said earlier about comedy. Stop, mate. Don't give up your day job. Well, actually, some would say give up your day job too, but let's not go there anyway. Yeah, Glasner's put him in free fall.
he has. And
By the way, can I say something to you? You know you said
you
about
have to.
the
Do you have
rumour
to?
mill. Yeah.
Okay.
Your the clip of me describing you and your that bit there and your resemblance to Slot, mate, went off the chart. The amount of people hilarious and wanted to comment on social media, but they said that had disrespect. And I can name your names.
Who did?
But I can't say it on.
Oh, you can't. So you're making.
No, because you know what? I was about to reel off 3, and then I thought, shit, I can't do that. That's embarrassing for them. So anyway, but they, especially the picture I did of you with him arm in arm, it was poetic, and many people said. And as Ben said, he didn't know which one was which. So is it Mal the one with the black jacket? But, anyway.
The guy's a dickhead, right? We know that he's not. He's killing the club by the week.
I thought he was talking about me there.
That's what I thought.
Well, there's
got on the front foot here.
But I'm saying he's killing the club week by week. But you know what? Keep him there. Let's see how far down he can take us. There's still another 15 games to go, and good news for us, we'll finish above Spurs. Okay, good consolation. But anyway,
but on that note, I wish you both a speedy recovery.
Final Champions League week as well.
Yes.
Game week, right? Game week 8, I believe.
Yeah. Your mate Slot will end up in top 8. It's amazing, isn't it?
Probably.
Says everything you know about the standard of football at the moment.
Well, it's not vintage, is it? Anyway.
No. Definitely ain't, mate. But yeah. I think the Europa League and the Conference League also wrap up this week.
Yeah,
they must do, right?
I follow those as much as I'm honest.
I think the Europa League does. Maybe Conference League might have another game, but there's a few games on the knife edge.
Yeah, not even Banjo's followed it this year.
I've not followed much of Europe in general.
Banjo hasn't followed any European football.
Genuinely, I've not.
Have you not followed it, Banjo?
Very funny.
Can't get myself up for it because United's not in Europe.
Anyway,
that better suit me.
On that note,
I can't believe you're cracking jokes about United.
Another week, another show done. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for your feedback, comments. Keep sharing, keep subscribing, and keep ruining a job. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.
See ya.